Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to have you here today. We are celebrating upcoming Mother's Day because you know what? Mothers are important. And here with me is Miss Shawn Diddy. She is also a mother.
Yes.
Of a child. Yeah.
Who is now an adult. That is so long ago. She's 25 now. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, she
and
looks like a happy baby and a happy mama.
She was. And I know your baby is now all grown up too now, right?
My baby is all grown up. She's 36.
Look at her.
Oh, look at her little knucklehead. She was so, I'll tell you what. And she is having my grandbaby. So, little baby on the way in July.
I have a grand kitten. So there you go.
Yes, okay, well,
yes.
that's
Veda
right.
the grand kitten.
And the grand kitten, the schedule revolves around this grand kitten.
Yes, yeah.
I'm telling you, as it should.
So, and you're just a little excited about the grandbaby?
Bring it on! And my daughter says to me, "What do you want to be called?" I said, "Grandma." Thank you. All right, I think I've earned that.
Yes, you have earned that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be getting the G initial pendant. Let's talk about some initials. We have gifts. Speaking of all you mothers, okay, listen to me, listen to me. She took care of you, changed your diapers, wiped your nose, put the Band-Aid on when you had an owie. She did it all for you. You've got to give her something precious and beautiful and memorable. And we are going to do it by personalizing it with an initial.
And it's great if you go by grandma. Maybe I get an S for Shawn. If your name is Ann, you get your mom's initial, but you could also wear 3 or 4 of these at once.
I like where you're going. I like where you're going with this. Absolutely. So those are all done in 14 karat gold, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You pick your initial. All right. Also now, speaking of little grand kittens, how about we take care of our puppy? Does she have a dog that she takes care of on a daily basis? Because I guess if you have a dog, it is on a daily basis, isn't it?
It is, and you're the dog's mom.
Yeah.
So if you're a dog mom out there, if you're a dog grandma, you can get this in honor of your dog. In fact, I have a friend who has a Chihuahua that looks just like that, named Penny. So whatever, and you could actually engrave their name on the back.
You sure can. You know, I've had Chihuahuas over the years. My Chihuahua never looked that beefy, never had that kind of neck.
I always had Newfoundlands, so my Newfie's head is bigger than your Chihuahua.
Yeah, that would be called an appetizer. Or,
yes. Except Newfies, you know, they're so lovey. The Newfie would just slobber all over.
Lick the Chihuahua to pieces, right? All right, now we are going to venture into something that is so very, very exciting and valuable, not to mention personalized. This is, as you look at it, you're looking at an initial pendant. However, what that engraving is done on is a 24 karat gold ingot. So cool. And what is gold at? It is well over 3,000 a troy ounce. Okay?
So in the history of our careers, I started in this business in 2000, so 25 years ago. I'm 107 at this point. You know, we've watched gold go up and down, and maybe you're thinking this, you know, as you're watching this, you've watched gold go up and down. You've watched it go up and down. We don't know. I feel like we're in a place that we aren't able to see the future. Not that we're making predictions.
You're absolutely right.
But I think gold always remains valuable, and we're in such an exciting time to be buying gold at these great ShopHQ prices. That's where I was going with all that.
No, I hear you. And and we're at 340. Aren't we at 349 for this? Okay, here's the deal. Oh, sorry, my arm's in your way. We are holding our price on our grams of pure gold. Okay, this number one is God's gold. God's gold comes out of the earth in a beautiful yellow, sunny color. It is malleable. It is not a real hard metal, but it is a noble metal. It is a pure metal. It is in that form on this this pendant ingot is made from that. It is one-sided with your initial that you choose. It is on the other side registered with a number. It is an ingot. It is from Stefano Oro. It is from his collection. So your ingot is registered in his electronic file at his gold factory.
Which is why this is such a great gift. Whether you're, you know,
perfect.
sometimes you get someone a star, or I had a friend, you know, you'll sponsor a panda or whatever. That's great ideas. They're wonderful. If you've already done all the things.
Panda.
Yes,
I love
all
it.
these things.
Or you buy a cow.
Right, you could do that.
Or a goat.
You can do,
You can do those.
Here's something that you carry with you, that person carries with her. So if you get this for your mom, you're going to see that it is numbered, it is marked, it shows what it is, but it also is personalized. So it's kind of that perfect gift. As I mentioned, it also comes in a way that you could put several initials or other charms on this. So maybe it's at the beginning of the next 10 Mother's Days. So you don't have to think about it, you just keep adding to this.
Yeah. And when is that chain coming up? That chain is so cool. All right, but that is coming up. But what we're focusing on here is that fabulous collectible ingot with gold over $3,000 an ounce. Now, it's not going down. It hasn't been under $3,000 for several weeks now. It is going to stay. And look at the last line we had to mark. Yeah, pull out the red pen and go even higher. It's just hysterical to me.
So
I think that's so much fun.
And when you look at the ingot, this comes from Italy. So Stefano's in Arezzo, right? So
Arezzo.
I'm from Iowa.
Roll your R.
Yeah,
Arezzo.
Arezzo.
Yeah,
Again,
I know.
from Iowa. Oh, look, thank goodness they're showing footage so that
there
we
you
can.
go.
But again, look at how beautiful the city it is. I feel like that energy comes with this. Also, Italian gold has just a little touch of a different alloy, so to me it glows better. And then we could talk a little bit about how you get that ingot. It's when we do the 99%, this is one of those things that will stand the test of time and become an heirloom.
It surely will, and especially with what gold is predicted to do by the end of this decade. I think, what are they saying, 4,800 an ounce? Well, you know what? Something I have done, and something I think I'm going to do again today. I think I'm going to get Little River. I'm going to get her initial. I already got her a couple of gold ingots, but and they are marked so. They're pure gold. They are 999.9. If there is someone in your life, it could be your mother, it could be a baby on the way. I mean, to give something so precious and so tangible, and taking that paper that's in your wallet. This is how I thought of this, and this is how I started. I talked myself into, because I knew, you know what, this stuff is so valuable. Pure gold is so valuable, and it keeps becoming more valuable. Take that paper out of your wallet and look at it. What is that paper worth? How much does that dollar mean in the world of whatever it is you're buying? It doesn't mean much anymore at this point in time. What has meaning and value and solidity? What is that? It is the noble metals. It is the precious metals. Maybe you are a silver collector. Maybe you are a platinum collector. Well, I'd love to have a piece of rhodium. Oh my gosh. But how about gold? How about pure gold? And then personalizing it. It's such a beautiful sentiment. It's such a beautiful thought. It's such a valuable thought. It's just precious and pretty. And so I think it's just loving. And it's thinking of the future. It's not just thinking of current time.
Right.
It's thinking of what is going to be happening in the future. Here it is. The rally isn't over. It's not over. We know it's not over. 5 reasons why gold prices keep rising, and we'll hit 4,800 by 2030. I'm guessing, and we had Shawn, what's his last name? Leffler. And he predicts, did he say we're going to hit 4,000 in a year? Close to 5,000? Yeah, he's going, I'll bet you.
Well, and Shawn Leffler also has a son the same age as my daughter.
Okay.
So Father's Day is coming up as well, but he's been around this business long enough to know, he knew coins, he knows gold. So when you're looking at these authorities.
Imagine what that guy's got in his collection.
And the other thing I think about is the stories of these pieces. So when you give this to someone, they will talk about 2025 and what happened with gold, but also the person that gave it to them. So if you are the grandmother, and
there's my R for River.
There's your R. So River will wear that, knowing the story and the power of the story of the woman that gave that to her. And I think also, if you are, this is non-gender
really
specific.
Well done.
Yeah,
Yeah. Think about the woman who gave it to her. Think about the son that gave it to that you're giving.
Because we won't last forever.
Right.
But
Well,
but the
no.
gold does.
Yeah.
So again, this is a piece that can stay in your family heirloom collection, whether they wear it on their first trip abroad, if they wear it to their first job interview and kind of touch it for a little bit of confidence. I mean, it's a pretty
It's
awesome
their
gift.
talisman?
Yep, it's your
Yeah.
talisman.
Yeah.
It's your Grammy talisman.
There you go.
Grandma's sending you some good vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just beautiful, the initial. It's kind of a little bit of a more romantic kind of a feel. It's got a very Tuscan feel to it, doesn't it? The way that it's engraved and the way that it's finished. But it isn't a big piece. It's a gram. It's a gram of God's gold. It's a gram of what Mother Nature has in her earth. And you're thinking about giving something precious and giving something valuable. And maybe the woman says, don't give me anything, I don't need anything. Well, you don't, Ma, Grandma. You don't need anything. You don't need anything. But I'm going to give you something of value. I'm going to give you something that won't depreciate. It is only appreciating. And you know what? You are giving something that never is worth nothing. It's never worth zero. It's always worth something. And it's really worth something now.
Exactly. And you choose the initial that makes the sense for you. If your person decides they want to wear it this way, and maybe there are certain events, let me just turn it this way. Maybe you want to go to a class reunion and you want to wear it this way because you want people to know, listen, I'm wearing a gram of Italian gold. Hello. Or maybe you want to wear it this way in honor of someone else and you're wearing their initial. Maybe your daughter's initial, maybe your mom's initial. The thing is, this is coming from an incredible place in the world and it will last generation to generation to generation.
Yeah. It's coming from the earth. It's coming from what's under our feet.
Okay, it comes from the earth, but then it goes through the Italian factory.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Earth, Italian
thinking,
factory,
ooh, yeah, under
then
our
the
feet.
heart of the person who bought it, and then kind of wearing it around the neck. And the nice thing about necklaces too is it's a story. It's a way to start a conversation.
That's a great point. And you know, the necklace is coming up in about 3 minutes, according to our producer. So we are celebrating Mother's Day here at ShopHQ, and we hope you are getting ready to celebrate Mother's Day. We have the best gifts. We have 24 karat gold. We've got 14 karat gold. We've got diamonds coming up a little bit later, Peace diamonds, Sonia diamonds, you name it, and Morris and David diamonds. So anything you need to give Ma, to give Mama, to give Mother, whatever it is, we've got it for you. And there's our beautiful Johanna, and she's modeling the J, of course. And that necklace, that charm necklace, as I mentioned, is coming up very, very shortly. But what a gift to give. Not just because, well, yeah, a lot of it is because gold is going up. What are we waiting for? You know what? Let's not wait till the next purchase order is written before we buy our pure gold at this old price. This price is not going to happen again. I wonder if this is ever going to happen again in our lifetime, that a purchase order will ever be written buying gold ingots at this price. And how old is this price? Months and months old. Months.
Well, and I think when, what do we have? Maybe a minute more to talk about this, but the ingot itself, maybe you do want to get a few of these and put them away. So maybe you get your last name. So for future grandchildren, for future people that enter, maybe future weddings, when someone comes into your family and becomes a member and their last name then starts with that initial, get a few of the initial of your last name or maybe even your first name. Put them away.
Here, let me measure.
This is a big deal. It's a great opportunity. And I love that you're measuring it because I think it gives perspective of how much gold this is.
Okay, this is 1 gram of pure gold. There you go. All right, so we're not quite an inch. We're about 7/8 of an inch if you're looking to be a little exact on that. But it is precious. It is beautiful. It is two-sided. It is personalized. It is pure gold. I don't know what else. It is priced at aged pricing. And this purchase order was locked in months and months. And I think this purchase order was locked in well before Christmas of last year, if I'm not, because I thought we saw these for Christmas. Did we not, Miss Nina? Weren't we selling these for Christmas? Yes, we were.
So again,
yeah.
Great.
Okay, but old, aged, whatever it is, it's aged. Yeah. All right, okay. Now.
Incredible. This is another version of, it reminds me almost of a cameo, the way that there's a story to it. You get the flower, you get nothing speaks Mother's Day to me more than this piece, I think.
From the island of Murano, it is Murano glass. Can you believe these people? I mean, the skill, the talent is amazing. And that is a big personalized pendant.
And that one does come with the chain. So it's
Okay.
great to know it comes with the chain and of course a story because it's coming to as Murano. I think all my friends that travel come home with a piece of Murano glass.
Yeah, and they probably pay a mint for
Oh,
it. Yeah. All right, now here is the charm necklace. Here we go. Here it is. 215570 from Stefano Oro, 14 karat gold. It is yellow gold. Now, it is available in the 16, 18, or 20 inch. We are looking at something I think that is so practical, so phenomenal. Do I have one of these on? I don't think I do.
Yes,
I
you
do.
You do.
Miss May.
Okay, this is so
outfits
fun
us.
when we look at each other and go, what do you have?
What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
We are both wearing it.
Yeah.
So, and this is the beginning of the easiest Mother's Day going forward because
So
you
cool.
buy the necklace. We suggest, I think you should get the ingot to put on it. But then each year you could add something new. It's so gorgeous. So I actually have the ingot on it. This one, again, just the right size, I think. It's not too big, it's not too small. Your length is very nice. And when you look at this chain, this is a curb length, right? So you're
Yeah,
getting,
you can call that a curb link. Yeah. It's a fine curb link.
I think, again, very durable. I'm not saying let, grandbabies just pull on your necklace, but it's durable. I'm gonna tug on it just a little bit just to show you. It's a stronger link. It is gorgeous and glowing. And what I think we would love you to think about is what looks do you want to wear and maybe just change out the charm that you put on this. So if you're going on a vacation, you take one necklace and then you just change it out every day. Or maybe you just don't want to have to think in the mornings. Wear this every day, just change it out. It becomes your signature necklace.
Okay, now we have your 16 inch is $4.99. Your 18 inch is $5.49, excuse me. And your 20 inch is $5.99. Now, how does this work?
So it has a spring ring clasp on it, right? And then I'm looking, and this one looks like it has the magnetic closure on it. So let me grab. That one has the magnetic closure on it, I think, to make it easier.
Okay, but let's talk about this mechanism
how you
up front.
change your charms.
Let me see. Okay, now here's the deal. I'm going to be frank with you, because what good am I if I'm not? This, if you're going to put something precious on this chain and put it on this ring, I'd solder it shut. Okay? This I wouldn't trust with an ingot. I'm just going to put it out there for you. I would solder it shut. If you want to put all your pendants on here, put your ingot on here, put your charms, put your initials, put your whatever, but solder it shut, please. Okay?
I love that you're looking out for us.
Well, please, to lose a 1 gram ingot that probably falling on the ground is soon going to be worth $600, forget it. Forget about it. Okay? This is a pretty way to display many charms. And maybe what you can do when you're adding charms, you just go ahead and have your jeweler do it.
Right.
Okay, I'm just gonna, that's just how.
I think I'm wearing the 18, right? So we have a 16 and 18.
And a 20.
And a 20.
Okay.
So just decide what length is best for you.
It's a cool chain. It's a cool chain. And it does have a spring ring clasp. It is a fine curved chain. They are solid links. And you dangle on that what you will, but solder it shut.
I love it.
All right, now we won't have, I love the curb link. Give me a big old fat curb link. This is a nice size. As a matter of fact, Miss Nina, do we have time for me to show this live or no? Yeah? Okay, yeah, we do? Okay, where is it? Where is this curb? Oh, yeah.
So just for the behind the scenes, this would be Charla running through the studio, looking for the bracelet because she loves it so much that she's.
I love a good curb link. I gotta
we
show
really
you
need
this.
a behind the scenes.
Here.
The Charla runs through the studio.
Here, okay, here it is.
Oh, that is. Okay, that was well worth the run. Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
that was well
the
worth the
picture
run,
really
yeah.
doesn't do it as
No.
much justice
And
as
it's
this
not,
does.
you know what, it's not huge wide, it's not little bitty.
gorgeous.
Yeah, here's the other, this is also known as the grumetta. here's the chain that we were talking about earlier, just to get an idea of different size. But this is the bracelet. Now this is a little bit of a lighter weight on the gold. It is a curb link. It is a ring clasp. It is a pretty, pretty, pretty piece. And we have 3 sizes: 7, 7.5, or 8 inch. Okay.
Wow.
I love that big ring because then you can put a pendant or a charm on that as well.
Again,
okay.
Classic. That will last. You will wear it for the rest of your life.
In fact, don't ever take it off.
It's in style.
14 karat gold.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of never taking things off.
I ordered one of these. Finally, it was in stock. Every darn time I went to buy one of these, they were sold out.
You know how sometimes we'll say, this will change your life, and people are like, yeah, right,
sure.
whatever. Okay, this really will change your life.
True.
Whether your dexterity isn't what it used to be, whether your eyesight isn't what it used to be, whether your patience,
fingers.
You have small children, you have, like, this just makes life so much easier, and it's a crack it like an egg and put it on.
And it's gold. Here, okay. There's your, okay. There it is.
You know, this is also liberating. I have gone to work before back in the day and had to have coworkers like zip the back of my dress or help me with the necklace. If you live alone, you're being this powerful woman. Maybe you're an empty nester now. Or maybe the people who love you and live with you look at you and roll their eyes when you ask them to put on their necklaces or your necklace. You don't have to do that anymore.
No, you do it yourself.
Just do it yourself.
You big girl, big girl. All right, now we're going to go to this another initial. I love the personalization we are doing on our show today. This is 215755. This is the polished square cutout initial pendant. It's a lightweight piece. It's something to throw on that charm bracelet. In fact, we could throw that on. We could probably throw that on this curb link, couldn't we? This bracelet.
We sure could.
Yeah.
I think we could. Is it?
Well, of course.
Well,
on the clasp.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with my necklace, thinking about the necklace, but it would look great on the clasp.
Yeah.
And this is your chance to make your own story with your jewelry. You see that Johanna has several things layered, and we love to layer things up. It can be your initial, it can be someone you love, someone that maybe has passed on.
Hold on, 40 seconds.
No pressure, Charlotte.
Don't panic.
Do you need me to stare at you?
I
and
think
add pressure?
I think I got it.
She did it.
Okay. Well, I may have gotten it on crooked, but I did get it on there. There you go.
It looks great.
There.
So cute.
Okay. So I may need to untangle myself here, but I know.
Well, so you
Shawn
can read
is
it.
looking at it going.
It worked.
Oh yeah, there it did.
Of course, now that the
untangled
camera's not
itself.
on you.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
All right.
Welcome to our world. There's Murphy's Law, and then there's shopping video law.
Which is the same darn thing.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I almost said a bad word on air. Shame on me. But anyway, happy Mother's Day, everybody, coming up. I know this is precious. This is precious.
Okay, I heard there's a little secret here. There's a little something going on with this. This is an envelope, but it also, I believe, has a little note that comes out. Should we let the secret out of the bag?
Are we doing? Okay, you know what? We're going to keep that as a surprise.
Okay, stay with
Join
us. We'll tell you.
us.
There's a little note that slides out of this,
cute.
and there's a special message just for you.
Cute.
Also, it's the best Mother's Day gift ever. I'm just saying. Well, all of these things are. So, great Mother's Day gifts.
Yes.
Also, I'm wearing this bracelet. It is gorgeous. And it has enough femininity, I think, but then again, a little mix of that feminine power that looks so great. And I think we get to talk about this one now. So I've been test driving it, and it passes all the tests, and I give it a 10. 10 out of 10.
All right, this is a Ricami. This is from Stefano Oro, Stefano Virginio with Stefano Oro. He created his own line, and he's been with us for about almost 30 years, not quite. 30, I get, between Manuela and Stefano and Sonia, they've all been with us for a couple of, decades. So, and then some. Oh, and here's Stefano. This is where this guy lives. If you can't put something beautiful out of your Italian factory, you got a problem. And I tell you what, this guy does it in spades. I mean, you're surrounded by beauty every day. You're surrounded by history. You're surrounded by gorgeous architecture. You work in a gold atelier, of course you're going to put out beautiful things, right?
And he continues to be a beautiful person. You know, as he travels, it's not an easy flight.
He's
he
a
comes
happy
in,
guy.
He does, you know, he talks about the stories, and there's a lot of medieval architecture in Italy overall, but in Arezzo especially. And I feel like this looks like almost those windows that you see, some of the iron outside of the windows.
Yeah.
Of course, it's done in gold. And then you get the beautiful finishing. And then just you could actually, if you wanted to, put a magnetic clasp on this. So it has the spring ring clasp, but it hides itself. I feel like it hides pretty well. If I didn't point that out to you, you wouldn't see it.
It's just a pretty little piece. You know what? And it's stamped. So it's not a real heavy piece. If you aren't into real heavy jewelry, and you know what, you want to layer, you want to stack, you want to create your own, curate your own wrist and do you on your wrist. That's what we're all about here. Now you have an option. Do we, Miss Nina, still have all lengths? Are they available? The 7, the 7.5, and the 8-inch length? Okay, good. And we're calling it the Fancy Link. It's a spring ring clasp, Italian origin, of course, because it comes from Stefano's factory. I think they're the second or third largest gold factory in Italy.
And I also heard that when this was here in November, I think it sold out really quickly, right?
Yes,
so
it
it's
sure
one of those
did.
things of, I know we're speaking of it, but I would urge you to get yours quickly.
Yeah. And I think we reordered it at the same price, aged price that we did prior. I mean, you know, our world is changing, and this is a new year, and we're well into the year, way into the year. I mean, it's going so fast I can't even breathe. But anyway, and things are changing, and prices are doing nothing but going up. Gold is doing nothing but going up. Thus, when purchase orders are written by gold buyers who buy product that sell in the jewelry stores, you know, you've got a buyer in every jewelry store, you've got a buyer in every shop at home industry, business, or whatever you want to call it, and everywhere, okay? Gold is going up. It's just, all of the metals, silver's going up, platinum. I don't know what's platinum doing. Platinum is funky. Platinum goes down a lot these days.
So, you know, and interestingly, I wear Italian gold a lot because gold that has nickel in it, I get a little color on my
nickel,
skin.
You're right.
And what's funny, people will say, well, is that real? I'm like, yes, I am a gold detector. I can tell you if gold is real. And this is why I edge toward Italian gold. But I also—
Because there's no nickel in it.
Right, exactly.
It's illegal. Do you know it's illegal to have nickel in the gold? That's such a good point. Illegal to have, make anything gold with nickel, it's illegal. Okay, go ahead.
You know, you talking about laws, I don't know. Like, I feel like you're a little, you know, of the two of us, I feel like I'm the rule follower more of the two of us.
Oh.
Or am I not?
Okay.
Are you a rule
probably.
follower?
Well, yeah, kind of, when it's good for me.
But yeah, see, I think you have this. Here's the thing about Charla, I love the fact that you do this. She pushes boundaries as a friend, like you say, wear it if you like it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and then I do like it and I feel better. So I think this is why we love shopping with you, is maybe that you just kind of, even this morning, you're like, is that really that big of a deal? And honestly, you know what? It wasn't.
No.
And I felt better.
Yeah, good.
So shopping with you helps us feel better.
Well, here's the deal, and you bringing up the fact that you could actually wear this without breaking out, it makes me feel better. So if you are a woman who says, I'm allergic to yellow gold, I can't wear yellow gold, you know what it probably is the nickel, or even the white gold especially. Probably the nickel. There is no nickel in Italian gold. There cannot be. And maybe if you're buying, you know what? I'm going to chat GPT when that law went into place in Italy. Because if you have old gold, maybe you still have that issue. But this gold now, you should not have that issue, right? No.
I love it. And you're just gorgeous. 3 sizes. Get yours quickly. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And also, I think shopping with ShopHQ, you get to know the origins of your gold. Sometimes when you go into a store, the people don't get all of the information. Now, we also here, one of the things we can do is give you a matching necklace. So we have 4 lengths in that matching necklace. So there's a 16, an 18, a 20, and a 24 inch. You could actually layer these. You could get 2 and hook them together. But again, because of what's been happening with the price of gold, you'll want to get this, but also because your friends and neighbors are giving us incredible reviews. There are so many great reviews on this necklace. It is, I think it's a sure win for your jewelry wardrobe. So go for it. And I feel like there should be some earrings, right?
Well, we have Rakami earrings. You just think it and guess what it happens.
I love it when that happens.
Yes.
So these aren't a matchy-matchy. They're actually from a different collection. But that's the nice thing about gold. I think once you're wearing gold, you can, really mix those pieces in and out.
Okay. All right. Nickel was officially outlawed in gold manufacturing in Italy in 2004. The Italian government banned the use of nickel in jewelry and other gold products due to concerns over nickel allergies and the increasing prevalence of allergic reactions among consumers. So 2004.
Including a TV shopping host who was at that time in Nashville, Tennessee at a little network, and they would have to say in my ear, Diddy.
You're breaking out.
Yeah, they're like, wipe that, there's a little dark color. It just would, So anyway, it was my pH balance, but I learned.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
we have been waiting the entire show to get to this message.
Oh my gosh, this is so,
I have not seen this in person. I've only seen it online. So if you've only seen this online, or maybe you haven't seen it at all, come over to your screen, wherever you are, walk over here, get a little closer.
Okay.
We're about to reveal the message.
Okay, this is a little envelope, yes? Oh, this is this couldn't be more perfect for Mother's Day.
So adorable.
Other than that ingot, and anything that you desire. Okay, so now here we go. Let's reveal, this is the nice little hidden.
Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll.
Oh, come on.
Drum roll.
I had it. Okay, here. What does that say?
Drum roll.
What does it?
It says, I love you.
Oh.
Here, do you want me? I'm over on this side. Do you want me to put it on this side? Is it easier?
I don't know what's easier. What do you
There
think?
it is. You got it.
I
love you.
Love you. Oops, there it goes. Okay. Maybe it couldn't just, but you might be
It's
more
the
sick.
TV shopping law.
Look at this.
Or the
so
video
pretty.
shopping law.
And it's on a box chain, which is just polished and bright and pretty. And this is so feminine and so fabulous and so secretive.
It also could look like a
love this.
handbag. So if you are that person that collects handbags, I think the little message of I
Okay,
love you
good
works
idea.
either way. This is ageless. It's
clutch.
timeless. Yes. So
clutch.
I think of the younger girls,
I love
the
this.
teens,
I love this.
all the way up to the great grandmas, to the grandmas, to the cat grandmas. If you love it, get it now, because this tells a story, but get 2 of them, one for you and one to give away. Maybe a couple to give away. I can't think of a better gift.
Oh, this is so
Now,
pretty.
does it slide on the chain or it stays right where it is?
No, it slides on the chain. Okay. Oh my gosh.
We can lay the I love you maybe in
Here.
the palm.
You think? Here, I'm going to hand it to you. You do it.
Why?
You
I act
do
like
it.
I can do it.
You
She's
do
like,
it.
no pressure. Now I'm like, can we do that?
I know.
Did that
Your
work?
probably dexterity is probably better than mine.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
don't know
there you
about
go.
that.
You got it. No, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Let me go this
See?
way. Can
Now,
you see it?
Can you imagine?
I'm not helping.
Can you? No, hold still. They'll find you. They'll find you. Can you imagine designing this and telling your goldsmiths this is what you want? This is what you're envisioning? That says, I love you on the little flappy do. Oh my gosh, that is so cute, Nina. What do you think, Shawn? Isn't this fabulous?
This is so cute.
My
And what's great
gosh.
about it, I can't believe the whole, now we go. Now I see. Okay.
It's on sale for
it's
$3.99.
3 separate.
And you are, of course, you're getting the chain. You're getting the little pocketbook or the little envelope, and you're getting the little I love you note. Oh my gosh, you could even engrave on the outside of this or on the back of that. You could, whatever, okay, you got a big surprise for mom. You got a big surprise for your wife. You got a big surprise for your, I don't know. I think this is precious.
And then it
This
just
is too
goes
sweet.
back. I think
Gift
this
for
is
a daughter.
gift.
There's me daughter.
And then,
There's
oh,
me.
look
Now,
at
she's
how
about 9 months
cute.
old. That's her first trip. We went on an airplane to Florida to visit my sister. Her first trip on an airplane, she was about 9 months old.
Oh, my
and now,
goodness.
Now, your daughter is how old here?
So I think
About a year?
I think she's a year. I think it's
Yeah.
right after, she might be like 13 months, back when
Yeah.
you count months.
Yeah.
And I think it's right around, December-ish, so she was born in October the year before. And you know, as you just
October what?
said, 27th.
Oh, mine was 22nd.
Oh,
Yeah.
the October babies.
I don't know what sign that is.
Well, mine is Scorpio. Yours is right on the edge of Libra,
So she's a
and then
Libra.
Scorpio. Looking at how this just falls them back together.
I know,
is
isn't that
so
amazing?
adorable. But you know when you
That's
said
engineering.
you took that trip, what if you were taking a trip and you gave this to your daughter right at the beginning of the trip, and then 20 years later, she's still wearing this and says, oh my gosh, that trip I took with my mom, she gave this to me. And then she gets to pass it down to her daughter. And this could be passed to anyone, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's why I think if you mark it with an engraving, like a date or somebody's initials or something, oh my gosh, that's passed down through the generations. And hopefully it stays. It stays in the family, or it goes to people that you love and that are loved ones. Okay, so we have a lot to do. How much time do we have left in this hour? Okay, good. Okay. Now, here's what we're doing. This hour, Shawn and I are celebrating Mother's Day with you. We are mothers. Are you mothers? You're a mother to someone or something. Okay? The mothers have all different kinds of definitions. Whether you have a puppy, whether you have a kitty, whether you have a hamster, whether you have a baby, or had a baby, or have a baby, whatever.
And I also think, you know, there are mothers, I have a lot of people who I was a single mom all these years, and I've had friends who didn't have children of their own, but mothered my child.
Mothered. Not
So
just a mother.
I think this is such a great gift for someone who has helped you. I think of my friend
Good
Kelly
idea.
in particular, who has taken—
Who's that?
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
She took my daughter to a conference that I bought tickets for that she absolutely did not want to. My daughter wanted to go. Kelly didn't want to go.
Why
and I
didn't you
couldn't
go, Ma?
I had to work.
I knew that was the answer.
And so Kelly took her, and to this day, we still joke. I'm like, maybe you'll like it. She's like, nope, didn't like it. Still didn't like it. So I think I should send her a gift.
What was the concert?
It was okay, so it was a medium. It was when you go see mediums that speak.
Oh!
It was like a psychic medium.
Oh, those are fun! Those are fun! I never went to one, but I always wanted to.
I wanted to go, but I couldn't go because I had work. But anyway, it was not her cup of tea. So again, back to that friend that does things for you, maybe, you know, takes your kids to school, goes out in the rain and helps walk your dog when you're not in town. Those are the type of people that maybe they're not specifically a
They're
mother.
mothering you.
But yes,
They're mothering
a
the
Mother's
mother.
Day gift is always appropriate.
Yeah.
Now, this has some, like the two different textures looks, I guess where I'm going with this is expensive. It looks expensive to me.
Yeah, well, the outline is Rakami, as you can see. That's all the laser etched gold. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then inside, you look like you just have like a stray laser gone wild. You know what I mean? Just back and forth in that heart shape. So pretty. Let's take a look at the back and see what we have here. And that is all solid gold. And you see the marking, it says 14 karat. It has the logo, there it is, 1758. AR, that's his logo. I mean, that's what on every piece of his jewelry, it identifies his jewelry.
And AR, I think that identifies the gold as well, I think. I used to know all this.
Did you used to know all this?
Yes, and what's interesting is looking at the video of how they make this takes skilled artisans.
Here, get a ruler in there.
So yes, I love the idea of the ruler, but again, it takes someone who has done this for years. I think they use CAD drawings to design it, and then they go in and they laser etch it. Oh, thank you. See, so you can look at how they make it. And then there's the lasering.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, it's so cool. And they're each piece, you know what, even with all of the mechanized everything that's going on these days, there is so much that is still done by hand, okay? So we are looking at is that about an inch? We're at about an inch, top to bottom.
Yeah.
I can't see, it's so dark.
I want to say 3/4.
3/4, you seeing?
Yeah.
Inch to the bail, to the bail. Yeah,
inch to the bail.
Okay, good. All right, fabulous. All right, so there's our measurement of that. Okay, so that's another great, and that's a heart. You're giving a heart. Okay, I love that.
Also,
So pretty.
any age would love that. And you can wear it all the time. And you don't have to buy these things just for Mother's Day gifts, but I think these are some classic symbols. The Tree of Life is also a classic symbol. We see it a lot at Mother's Day. It's interesting, you know, they have the little trees that you can set on a table, but you can't take that with you to the office. Whereas this, when you say, you know, what did the kids get you for Mother's Day? Your mom shows this. It's gorgeous, and Johanna is modeling
Miss
it.
Johanna! She looks fabulous. How many do we have? 10? We only have 10 units, fewer than 10 units, okay? Fewer than 10 units on that Tree of Life. Oh, that's so pretty.
And that's Stefano Oro as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And where are we? There it is, 215-767. 300 on, it's on sale for $399.99. It is done in yellow gold. It's approximately 2.2 grams. You see the polished surface on the back, and then you see the tree on the top. I mean, such skill, such artistry, such beauty. Now, what would a Tree of Life represent for you, Shawn?
Well, you know, there's so many. It's funny because there's a Scottish story. There's a Middle Eastern story. I think so many. I think every culture has a story about the Tree of Life. There's a biblical story. There's the, you know, how you can buy the gemstones that are the family's birthstones. So this symbolizes your own story, the strong roots. For me, I think it's that the strong roots, the trunk, and then all of those branches go out as your family continues to grow. You add the kids and the grandkids, and it's just the stability that you're all one. That's my story. And I love that it also has a circle. So circle, circle.
And the Tree of Life can symbolize personal growth, transformation, spiritual enlightenment. Its roots represent the foundation of ancestry. The trunk symbolizes the individual or the present day person. Branches signify future growth. And now we're on to something that I absolutely adore. I love.
We will do
these
almost
little
anything
guys.
for our pets. You know, humans, and the thing is, their love is unconditional. You know, they're there, they listen. If we have something that looks like a pet that you've had that maybe has gone over the rainbow bridge, a pet that you have now, a pet that you aspire to have, or some of them I look at, he was part coonhound, part lab, looks a lot like that picture. I think that's a basset, or is that a
Beagle?
Beagle?
I don't know.
I think it's a beagle.
That looks like a beagle.
Frenchie?
That's what Aaron Kessler has.
I could see that.
His little Frenchie is so cute. Okay, but here's, okay, and what do we have? Okay, is that a lab? And then we have my Chihuahua. I like my little Chihuahua. And then we have the German Shepherd.
Such great.
Or the Malinois. I mean, we're seeing that, seeing that a lot. And then here is the big doofy golden retriever. If there is nothing more hysterical, loving, crazy, biggest heart of a dog than a silly golden retriever. They are so silly. I can't even.
All I can think of right now is going squirrel, squirrel. Just look away, squirrel. So, you know, as we're talking, we're looking at the jewelry, you go squirrel.
Yeah.
You know, if you've had a golden. But so these
funny.
again could go on that charm necklace. You could put it on a charm bracelet. You could keep these. You
so
could gift
precious.
these.
They're
And what's
little bitty
lovely,
charms.
which one do you have?
Which one? I think I have the golden.
Golden.
Yeah, the golden. Yeah.
So just check shophq.com or as
It's a
you
little bitty thing.
order and see which ones are available and pick those up.
Okay, but you know what? Animals are so precious to us. They know so much. They give us so much joy. They give us laughter. They give us smiles. They give us. They can get in trouble. Okay, and you know, all they want is to be trained right and protected. That's what they want, and fed, and pet, and groomed, and whatever we have to do for them. But they are just, they're precious. And I miss my little Mr. Jameson.
Oh,
He's been gone for like, I think 3 years, and I still haven't replaced him. At some point I will. I'll adopt another little Chihuahua, a little yippy, fabulous, obnoxious little thing. That's what I love. Make me crazy.
Here's, again, us, Chihuahua, Newfoundland. I get the big, sloppery, furry, quiet lump of dog.
I get
Oh,
the...
Nina is a cat person, our producer.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, and now your daughter
Yes.
has a cat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
All
are.
right, so you take
to
care.
Oh, speaking of the cat people, we must represent the cat people as well.
Let's do the kitties. Here we go. Here's a kitty.
Oh, look at the cat. Now, definitely, if you are a cat person, you will want to pick this up. You can engrave this. You can give this to someone who is a cat person.
Same size.
And basically, when we look at these, they're just big enough that you can see what they are, but they don't, I guess, walk in the room before you do.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe you're just a four-legged person. You like anything with four legs. There's your kitty. Look at how pretty the kitty is.
I'm about to search cat in my photos, and I'm telling you, 4,000 photos are going to come up.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and then let me show you the back. May I? May I? Okay, so you can engrave. Now, I know this is not a big charm, okay? But your price on this not big charm is pretty good. It's $99.
That's wonderful.
Oops, sorry, it's
That's
sorry.
Lovely. And you could engrave the kitty's name on the back.
Of course, and there's my big old fingerprint. Did you find it?
This is my grand kitten.
Oh, well, show everybody.
So I also fostered, I have fingerprints all over my grand kitten. I don't know if you can see her, but this is Veda.
Veda. Where did Veda's name come
So she
from?
has bright blue eyes. So the Hindu wisdom, Veda, they know the things. She does know all things.
Oh, she knows all things. It's like Yoda, Veda.
Yes, and that face is that face was the please turn on the water in the bathtub so that I can play in the bathtub.
Get out of here with a cat.
She's a crazy cat. So, and I fostered kittens when I lived in Tennessee, and I had two little teeny fosters that I had to get them up to 2 pounds, and they grew up to grown up. So again, I'm telling my cat stories. You tell your cat stories
cat and dog
with
lover
your
sitting next to
cat
me.
pendant. Okay, Murano glass.
Murano glass, here we go. Francesca Randazzo founded her company in 2009, and the people she's been in the industry for decades and decades. I don't know, she wouldn't care if I told her since 1989. She's been in the jewelry industry. So she's got connections in Italy. And so she's got connections with the folks that blow the Murano glass. And that's exactly what these initials are made out of, is Murano glass. This is romantic. This is pretty. This is nostalgic. And again, it's a personalized gift that you are giving. Love it.
Murano glass, when you get some, historically, you would get a plate or a bowl. Again, you can't take that with you to tell all your friends about it. This, you travel with it. It is on your body. This does come with that chain. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you look at these up close, they're almost like the look of the Christmas ornaments from years ago. If you've never seen Murano glass in real life, like from the 60s and 70s.
Yep.
That's the look, but they're more sturdy, of course. They're durable in the sense that they are glass.
They're solid.
And what's also great is it's a flower that you never have to water. That flower is going to last forever. And it's like a little button, right? It's all solid and gorgeous. Let me show you the back.
What you're seeing there is you're seeing gold foil. That is a lot of gold foil. I gotta tell you.
That's amazing.
Now, your chain is a sterling silver chain with 18 karat gold plating. You have an 18-inch chain with a 2-inch extender. You are getting a disc shape that is about 24 by 23 millimeters. So this is not a small piece. And the chain is a Singapore chain. It's a twisted Singapore. This is just very, very pretty. It's just pretty. It's charming.
When you held it up, it is like a little...
it's see-through.
Just
it's glass.
Gorgeous.
And what you're looking at, what you're seeing, is gold foil again. There's the back. It's a thick piece. This is all Murano, made by the artisans on the island of Murano in Italy. So very, very pretty. And the chain, you don't even have to think about it. Comes along with it. So you are good to go. So if you're thinking mother for Mother's Day and you are on a budget and you're thinking, what am I going to get Mudda? $89.99, and it's complete, and she doesn't have to do anything. All she has to do is put it on. Should we put this on our lovely lady over there?
And, interestingly, Johanna's wearing green, but you could wear this with any color. So again, if your mom is that type of person who wants to match, this will just work. It works for any season, any color. You can get your family's last name. You could get your mom's first initial. I haven't told this story, but I'm adopted, so I have 2 moms. So 2 Mother's Day gifts. So I could get an M and a K.
Oh, so you have to buy 2.
I do, yes. But that means 2 birthday gifts from them, though.
That's 10 Christmas gifts.
So, yes.
Yeah,
So, but looking at Johanna.
Oh, look at how pretty that looks with her green dress. That's so pretty. Well, this woman, you know, could wear anything, and she's gonna, yeah. And this just enhances that look. And look at how polished, because it's glass. This is glass, okay? Yeah.
So, and while she's on camera, Johanna, are you buying Mother's Day gifts? I am. Yeah, there she is. So she's shopping with us, buying Mother's Day gifts.
Are you a mother, Johanna?
I am not.
I know. Did you hear that?
She was very, that was like, no. She is an aunt.
Let's get this record straight.
But she is one
girls.
of those people who helps to mother. She's an aunt. She helps support her siblings with their kiddos. But I can, do you have pets?
I don't have pets. I grew up with dogs, but I live in an apartment.
She grew up with
has
dogs.
an apartment. Yeah, she's in an apartment.
And she grew up with dogs but has an apartment. I love how we are quizzing Johanna impromptu. But it's fun. Like, that's what's great about shopping. When you shop with other people, you get things that you really enjoy that you might have missed. So that's what's so fun about hearing these stories. Murano glass, coming back to this too, the cruise lines, you know, they'll stop. We have an extra, I think for, what is this one, 89?
This is 89.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine?
Buy it from us.
This would
Just
not.
saying.
You know, I went on 1 cruise in my life and I'm done. I'm not a cruiser. I'm not, you know, get me off of this boat. Get me, I can't, yeah, you tell me when I can get off and when I got to get back. Hello. But anyway, and everything was so expensive. It was like, so you're absolutely right.
Get it from us.
Are you a
Get
cruiser?
it from ShopHQ. I am not. I don't mind them, but I will tell you,
Okay.
we had a boat actually on Lake Minnetonka, and then we moved it to the Mississippi. So we took it from Minnesota all the way to Baltimore, so around Florida.
Got
like
it.
I've been in all those states. So I've spent so many hours on water that I do enjoy cruising on the bigger boats where someone else does the work. But there's not a lot of time right now.
Yeah.
That'll be my retirement plan.
Yeah, okay.
cruising.
Yeah, and you take me on a cruise on freshwater. I'm a freshwater gal. Grew up on Lake Minnetonka.
Oh, there we go.
Boats
There are
and
some
such.
good river cruises.
But yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right. But listen, buy your pieces here. Buy it where, and we've got sale prices on everything. And buy something for mother and get that out of the way, and get it done so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And we've also got value pay on everything, and that's going to help you out a little bit. But it's personalized again. It's charming. It's pretty. It's very ladylike. It almost has a Victorian feel to it. So if that's not your mother, then don't do this. We'll get her the ingot or something. Get her something else. But for those women who are a little bit more feminine, that's what this is all about. We see with the floral and the gold and the font of the initial and all of that.
And it's very much, I agree. I think you have such a good point. Get what suits her, what you see as her personality. And this to me is also a great grandmother gift from the kids. So if you give this to a grandmother or a great grandmother, when you come into the fact that it has the Murano glass, that the chain's all ready to go for them. And when we look at the finishes on chains now, this is a sterling silver with a gold finish. That is melded together. Like, this is going to stand the test of time. It glows, it's gorgeous. And I think this is about story. So when you get something that has a story like Murano glass, you are making a smart purchase. Look at how that is just.
Well, it comes to us all the way from the island of Murano. See, so look at that. It's just like a big, I don't know, it just looks juicy and fabulous and gold. And that's genuine, by the way, 24 karat gold leaf that's in that glass. That is pure gold. So you want to pair that up with your ingot? Ooh, let's pair it up with the ingot.
Great
Miss May,
idea. Here, I have one on.
Well, do we have the F in the ingot
She's
initial?
she's putting it together.
I'm putting it together, babe.
And if you're wondering, it's smooth. I know it looks like there might be some texture. The texture is inside of the glass. So the outside is a very smooth glass. And if you are someone, when I'm waiting for a meeting or something, I like the spinner rings or the touchstones. Yes, I was trying not to say the anxiety word, but I just said it. But I have touchstone necklaces. That's what this also reminds me of.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't fit on the chain. Doggone it. Okay, I was gonna put the initial ingot on, but it doesn't fit over the. Shoot. Well, you probably could permanently attach it. Yeah, but you'd have to go to your jeweler. So do what you do. Do you, ladies, and understand that you are getting the chain. That is an 18-inch chain with a 2-inch extender. That is 18 karat gold covering your sterling silver. That's what the chain is all about. That's what the findings are all about on the piece. But it is a pretty, pretty piece. And are you wearing? Oh.
I am not, but I can.
Okay, well, there's Johanna again. Oh, I'm wearing one.
Oh my goodness, we are such a pair. Is anyone wearing one? I don't know. Maybe the person sitting right next to you. But
as you're looking at me.
Too, that you are. I really do pay so much attention to you, Charla. We all do.
I know.
I grabbed the T for no particular reason.
No, just because you grabbed it.
But with black, then it pulls out the black.
It looks great. It's pretty. It's very, very pretty. All right, so from Francesca Randazzo, the company founded in 2009. Handmade glass made on the island of Murano, so it is made in Italy. And those artisans that hand blow that glass, and every single one of these pendants is hand blown. It is blown by the mouth of an artist. Everyone. Nothing that's done in that factory, in that atelier, and I guess we could call that a factory, because there's some work going on in there. And I had a chance to visit that factory. I was saying this the other day, and I didn't because I wanted to do some shopping in town. So I did not get on that little boat to the island. And I almost wish I would have, because I guess it's fascinating to see in person. You know, we see tapes of these people blowing and moving and, you know, everything that's involved in making a piece of art out of glass. And they even make their own glass. Well, of course they have to make their own glass.
They're on an island.
They're on an island. Oh my gosh. All right, but amazing. We won't have time for the 6-strand bracelet, but you can get in on it if you want to get in on, that's all Murano glass in beads. Yes.
The sound you heard was the Murano glass on glass.
Yes, exactly.
And those beads, the bracelets are how much? Those are $59.99. That's wonderful. And we do have little matching earrings as well. So great sets. Maybe give the bracelet for Mother's Day and then save the earrings for her birthday, or vice versa. The earring is such a great way to display Murano glass. I saw Johanna, there was a little sneak of her wearing these. They are gorgeous, and these are actually they're 210-325, but $49.99.
I know. Okay, on sale. You know, when you go to look at the green against the green dress, so pretty. You go to Italy and you want to just buy a little something, just a little something to bring back, you know, to commemorate the trip, and you come back empty-handed because everything is so expensive. So you're buying Francesca's earrings over in Italy, you are paying triple the price that you're paying here.
And we ship them to your door. You don't have to go through customs. You don't have to worry about anything. We ship them to your door. Maybe you'll wear them there.
Wear them on your plane trip to Italy, yes.
Exactly. And if you maybe dream of going to Italy, but it's in your future, wear them now. Enjoy life now. I think that was your message to me this morning.
Life now.
Just enjoy your day.
Yeah.
So speaking
Enjoy
of which,
your day, darn it.
enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Happy early Mother's Day.
Yeah,
it's so fun shopping with you.
I know,
and
we've got more. Yeah. We've got more Mother's Day headed your way. So we'll get you set up, okay, to take care of Mother on Mother's Day. Don't go away.